Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's Lip, and welcome back to our Carbonite to Kyber series. Now, today is episode 5. Now, we are in our second match of our 3v3 Grand Arena, which is really exciting. Now, last week, we had a pretty simple full clear, and we're going to take a quick look to see if we got the victory. Yes, we did. Again, not too surprising. Now, we gained 41 rating points since our last match. Now, I'm still not quite sure if it's a set standard. We're going to take a look at it after this match, or if it has something to do with full clears, quality of opponent, how well I cleared, etc. So, I'm not quite sure yet, but let's just go do our best and see how quickly we can move through the ranks. Like I said, I think my goal was to be at least in Carbonite 3, Carbonite 2 by the end of this Grand Arena placement, or this league placement, I should say, that ends in 17 days, as you can see on the screen right there. But we moved our record to 4-0. We're going to go in, we're going to see what our opponent, Delman Ends, has for us. Let's take a quick look at his profile. Delman Ends representing Power of the Dark Lightsaber. Seems like this was the account that was working towards Kylo Ren, and he's at about 1.3 million GP. It's definitely a good thing for newer players to be going for Galactic Legends right off the bat, and Kylo's a pretty good one to start out with. He's definitely one of the cheaper ones, and in terms of actual time spent, I think you can get to him the fastest without spending any money or a ridiculous amount of like Chirotech or relic materials. So, good luck to him in his quest to get to his first Galactic Legend, but we're going to see what he has on defense. All right, on his southern wall, he has a nice Yoda team. Looks like Gear 10, Yoda, Mace, and Kyle Katarn. All right, let's look at what he has on his top wall. Looks like Padme, Clone Sergeant, and Cody. So, it's going to be another one of these quick Grand Arenas where I'll be able to just go straight through it without any resistance whatsoever. Now, it has not yet updated because of the Grand Arena week. You have to sign up each week. But if you look into my collection here, I did just get Kylo's ultimate ability, Depths of Rage, which I'm really excited to use. So I'm hoping next week we have somebody who's better equipped to defend against me, that I get to use some of my more exciting things on offense. If you want to or if you were wondering about last week, like I said, we won against Stars Dreamer. He didn't even attack. I don't know if he was intimidated or if he forgot. You know, it's definitely one of the two things down here. But yeah, we got the win, so it doesn't really matter. All right, let's go into this one. Let's see what they have on their back wall. I don't think I need anything serious. I've been throwing just random characters in that have AoEs, just so that I can get them out real quick. I'm wondering if there's anybody else that I can just throw in. Oh, you know what I haven't used is Wampa in a very long time. Now, Wampa obviously will be able to handle this in the first half second, but he was like one of my favorite characters. When Omicrons first came out, he was one of my favorite characters. He was like one of my first Omicrons to add on when he got his, and I was like so excited to be soloing stuff. So this should just take him out. Oh, they didn't do nearly as much as I thought it was going to. And yeah, let's just get him out. But I love Wampa. He is so exciting. If you have the Omicron abilities or the Omicron materials to be able to spend, I highly recommend it. Looks like Delman put Geos on defense, trying to get a little tricky. Now, it's not a good Geos defense, but Geos have always tripped me up. I remember being like 1 mil GP. Geos were like the bane of my existence. For the longest time, I didn't have anything that like fully countered them. For a while, I used like my Jedi Knight Revan. You can see he's still Relic 3. He's been Relic 3 for like 3 years. And I just used Revan. Even though Revan at my level was one of my highest teams, I could not handle the Geonosians on defense. It was just really frustrating. They were a huge pain in my butt. And so what I did was, even with, I think after my first or second GL, I was like, I need something that I know that I can throw at low level Geos because I know I'm going to see them on defense. And so that's actually what I'm looking for right now is I have Treya. I added her Omicron ability when she got one because it makes her so much better. But it's like, it's not a good team. They're only gear 12. But it's just like, we call it my bug spray. You know, something that's going to handle Geos right off the bat. So let's go in here. I've done this like a gajillion times because I hated Geos so much. And we're just going to roll over them. It doesn't even matter. Could I have tried to solo this? Probably. Could I have soloed this? Absolutely. But I'm so in the habit of seeing Geonosians and being like, I'm going to send something that I know for a fact is going to stomp them immediately. I don't have to worry about it at all. Even my Gear 12 Treya with an Omicron can pretty consistently beat like Relic Geos, unless they're like high Relic for accounts that like were trying to max out like all of their ships, like their Separatist ships with the Geonosian ships on that squad. Even my Gear 12 Treya was able to handle them. So, picked 56 banners. It wasn't even full banners, but you know what? I don't really care because I know we're gonna beat Delman this time around, and I just hate seeing Geonosians on defense. Oh, it's so frustrating. All right, got a nice little Padme team. She doesn't have any Zetas, so there's really nothing to worry about, and she's only Gear 10. That being said, I think something we can just throw in is our General Skywalker. Yeah, he should be able to take her out right away. I don't want their like protection up or courage doing anything funky. I don't know if courage is a Zeta for her. It's been a long time, but yeah, that's about how as well as I thought it was going to go. And then last and certainly not least, we have our ships. He has some Tarkin and some lower geared ships. What's a ship we haven't used yet? We haven't used Finalizer. I do kind of as a Finalizer fleet after going for Kylo in the last few months. So if we go into First Order, I know that the Finalizer can be used to counter some better ships. So I know that there was some sort of counter against Executor on defense. I have not quite figured it out. I know it includes the TIE Echelon. I'd have to watch some more videos on it. So I've been trying to start my Echelon. It's still only 2 stars right now. I think I can get it to either 3 or 4. I haven't actually touched it. And then I've been upgrading my TIE Dagger as well. Now I know the TIE Dagger doesn't actually work that well with a First Order lineup, but I do know that just having as many ships as I can under a First Order tag will be helpful, especially if I want to get into Kyber, where they're going to be moving up to 3 fleets or possibly even 4 on offense and defense. So part of this whole challenge is I know it's going to be a long time before I'm in Kyber, and I want to make sure that I'm prepared when I get there. You know, I'm not just trying to do I'm not just trying to do stuff for my level right now. I need to be thinking forward. So that includes making sure my mods are up to snuff. I know that I don't have a ton of high level mods. That is one area that my roster can get much, much better. A lot of my good characters, like my GLs, my General Skywalkers, my Commander Ahsoka Tano's, you know, those characters that are really, really important for high-level teams or Galactic Legend teams. They all have good mods on them, but a lot of my other teams or my mid-level teams even don't. And that's something that I just need to work on, that I know I'm going to have to work on over the next coming months trying to get to Kyber. But that's the Grand Arena. Good luck to Delman Ends. I know for a fact that he's not going to be able to clear either of these. I hope that he attacks. Hope he gets his 10 points so he can get his crystals for even competing in the Grand Arena round. Let's take a quick look at who we could face in the next round for that first place spot. So we fought Delman Ends, and it is either this fellow right here, representing Sorafun Force, or my Peter Fitzwell from Palpatine Powers. He's got a nice Legion Geonosians. Oh, Iden Versio is really cool. I'll be able to use Wampa for that, so I hope that I have a good reason to use Wampa as opposed to just rolling over low gear characters. And this guy got some bounty hunters, Commander Luke Skywalker. It looks like he could be going for a number of different things. I'm trying to think. I know that Jabba has a lot of bounty hunters you would gear up. I know that Master Luke has like rebels that you would gear up. It's kind of an interesting lineup. But it looks like he's got two halfway decent squads. You know, he's got a decent bounty hunters. He's got a nice little CLS team. So good luck to him. But yeah, that's it for this Grand Arena. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you feel like it. And I will talk to you all in the next one.